Well, great. 2 years of work and nothing to show for it but a pile of junk.
You're Cassandra.
I programmed the voice modulator in junior high. It was super practical for when the principal called and wanted to talk to my dad. Come on, they know where we're hiding now. They'll be here any minute.
Why did you lead me here?
Michael Anderson is my uncle. He discovered a mathematical formula.
Beneath Da Vinci's painting?
Exactly. He didn't know what to do with it, so he came to me. That's kind of my thing. Archimedes himself formulated the proof. He came up with an ingeniously simple method for calculating pi.
Short version, please, Bertrand Russell.
The world record for calculating pi is somewhere around the 5 trillionth decimal place. But with Archimedes' formula and my network of bots, I was able to break that record. Several times over. Guess what I found?
More numbers? Come on, I don't even understand what's on your t-shirt.
In pi, there's no system. It's pure chaos. Until this point. We're now approaching the quadrillionth decimal place. No one has ever calculated pi this far.
It switches to zeros and ones? Binary code?
A message. Blueprints for a machine.
A schematic? How is it there's a schematic hidden in the middle of pi?
Good question. Pi has essentially existed since before the birth of the universe. It always has, and always will exist. If you're of a certain disposition, pi was decided by God.
And what kind of a machine is it?
No idea. But that's where your friend comes in. He must have found something that didn't fit into the overall scheme of things. Just like my uncle. Damn, they're quick. Get out of here now! This way. It's blocked!
Is this the only way out?
No, I've got to get around the barrier. I'll need a minute.
What am I supposed to do? I can't just stand around doing nothing.
Try to hold them up somehow.
Forget it. You'd better, math face.
We've got them. Okay.
According to the display, this is where Cassandra is. If I have to, I could deactivate the force field from this console. What am I to do? If I deactivate the force field, Cunningham will get the deuterium. She'll start the machine, and then what? The world will end, billions of lives will be snuffed out. I cannot permit that. Max, I love you. Please forgive me, but I cannot allow that.
What is wrong with you? You prefer funerals to weddings?
Go to hell.
What are you waiting for?
I've had a flash of intuition. I shouldn't help a nutcase like you destroy the world.
Suit yourself. You've served your purpose. The power supply is deactivated. The deuterium, quickly!
Shit. Cunningham's deactivated the force field. I have to get Max. Cunningham ran off with the deuterium. But that doesn't matter now. I have to take care of Max, the antidote.
The master thief used his reward to retire. Over 2,000 years later, several computer games were dedicated to him. Emre's body was never found. After a bad cold that he acquired on the icy streets of Florence, An-Nasir returned to his home in Egypt a made man and swore never to set foot in that inhospitable city again. Was painted by his master and became more famous than the Mona Lisa as the Vitruvian Man. When people discovered that Mona Lisa was actually an anagram for Mont Saleh, and that Leonardo had thus immortalized his secret lover, the homosexual multi-talent fled to the New World with the words, "At least they know the meaning of tolerance." Murphy never really recovered from his defeat against Nina's warbot. After a complete redesign, he joined the police force. The police officer got partnered with Murphy. Thanks to them, San Francisco is now the safest city in the United States. During his interrogation, the officer discovered large quantities of home-distilled alcohol that the kiosk owner had been selling to minors. He was sentenced to 200 hours of community service to be spent setting age ratings for video games at the ESRB. The assistant continues to work at CERN, and when 2012's supposed discovery of the Higgs particle is proven to be a hoax, will be awarded the Nobel Prize for identifying the true Higgs particle. CERN has been the best time of the red telephone's life, better even than the Cuban Missile Crisis. In search of a new challenge, it has applied for jobs in North Korea and Iran. Cunningham and Van Ryn were probably swallowed by the black hole that opened shortly before the experiment was stopped. Was visited by Nina shortly after Max's abduction. He recommended that she follow the Potbelly Hill clue and even paid for her flight to Turkey. Sam didn't make an appearance in Secret Files 3, for which we would like to make a formal apology by way of this picture. Met a Turk who had also lost his memory. Together, they founded a detective agency that deals with grave robberies, but that's another story. The events in Santorini affected Nina more than she cared to admit. She called off the wedding and went to Australia with her dad to get away from it all. Disappointed, Max resigned from his work at the museum and has since been designing mechanisms for secret compartments. Cassandra has been on the run since the Pi virus, which set back man's progress by an estimated 50 years, was traced back to her headquarters in Alcatraz. Thanks to Nina's dedicated support, the mysterious Guardians regain their former strength and will hopefully protect human beings from themselves for a long time to come.